This is a war memorial section of our museum with items from World War I, World War II, even an item or two from colonial times. We have a nice gun display here. We have a 13-star flag displayed here. We have desert sand uniforms. We got military uniforms of all branches and both men's and women's group for the various wars. We have an old cash register from the local Ford garage, and it's a work of art, piece of machinery. We have here other items of yesteryear, scales of different types. Here we've got an interesting piece of furniture. It looks like it could be a closet of some sort, but in the same piece of furniture is a fold-down bed. One of the drawer areas open into being a writing desk and a storage for books and other things. Real one-piece bedroom with multi-functions. We've got boot jacks. Removing your boots after you've been in the barn. Your wife doesn't want you in the house with all of that cow droppings on your boots. We've got material here showing people from the area. Toasters of many sizes and shapes, and this is our hops booth. Many of the settlers coming to the New World from Germany landed at New York Harbor, moved across the state of New York. And New York was the important hops raising area of the United States at that time. A number of years later, New York experienced a crop failure in hops, and making beer was very important to the colonial people, and they found that settlers coming to the country came across New York. They picked up some hops roots so they could probably make some home brew. And when hops prices jumped from 10 cents a pound to 70 cents a pound, why many people who had hops were raising them probably for their own use, but then they found a real good market. And there are many old homes in a certain section of Reedsburg that were built with hops money, because hops jumped from 10 cents a pound to 70 cents a pound. An old ice box, and one of the favorite tricks with the old ice box was move it out on the back porch, position it and drill a hole in the porch floor, and then the melting ice would run out on the ground, and Mother never had to worry about the pan running over and then scrubbing the floor, because it had got wet because the refrigerator ran over. Here's an interesting item, 1942. And we all remember the bombing of Pearl Harbor in '41 in December 7th. And the next day we declared war on Japan, and we changed from a nation at peace to a nation at war. And we have here probably the last electric refrigerator available in Reedsburg in 1942. Probably it would have originally sold in the neighborhood of $100 or so, but because of the anticipated war shortage, it sold for $299.95, so about $300 for something that because of the shortage created by the war. We've got here other kitchen items, and down here we have our dairy booth. We've got the bottling equipment. We've got Babcock milk tester, and the milk tester equipment determines the butter fat content, because farmers were paid for the weight of the milk plus the butter fat content were the two things that determined the price that you received for milk. So farmers wanted the most of the best, so they tried to get both ingredients as they had milk for sale. Here we've got more woodworking tools. Here's a pedal-powered jigsaw, wood clamps, and many other tools of the era. The woolen mill was a stable employer of people in the Reedsburg area for many years. It turned out army blankets for both World War I and World War II. And here we've got toys of yesteryear. They're not electronic. If they do move, it's mechanical. And this is the Mr. Keys, who was president of the Sauk County Teachers College that trained teachers for the one-room school.